how are you all? Welcome to my channel, The Mindful Connection, guys. Today we are going to talk about anger issue. We all know that anger is a natural and instinctive response to threat. Some anger is necessary for our survival, isn't it? But anger becomes a problem when we have trouble controlling it, causing us to say or do things we regret later. So, what causes anger issue? Well, many things can trigger anger, including stress, family problem, and financial issues. For some people, anger is caused by underlying disorders such as alcoholism or depression. Well, anger itself is not considered a disorder, but anger is a known symptom of several mental health conditions. Let's discuss some possible cause of anger issue. The first one is depression. Anger can be a symptom of depression, which is characterized as ongoing feelings of sadness and loss of interest lasting at least for 2 weeks. Anger can be suppressed or overtly expressed. The intensity of the anger and how it is expressed varies from person to person. It is quite obvious because we all are different, and definitely the intensity of anger will vary from person to person. If we have, or as a person having depression, he or she may experience other symptoms such as irritability, loss of energy, feeling of hopelessness, thoughts of self-harm or suicide. Obsessive compulsive disorder also can occur in this anger issue. Well, let me tell a bit about OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD is an anxiety disorder that characterized by obsessive thoughts and compulsive behavior. For example, one may perform certain rituals such as continuing to a number of repeating words or phrases because of an irrational belief that something bad will happen. Okay, so let's discuss about the another cause of anger issue. Another cause for anger issue might be alcohol abuse. Well, we all know that alcohol abuse or alcoholism refers to consuming too much of alcohol at once or regularly. We also know that alcohol impairs our ability to think clearly and make rational decision. Well, I'm not saying that socializing is bad, but yes, too much consumption of alcohol is really bad for everyone, and it impacts your mental health, and yes, it can cause anger issue as well. Well, the another cause is ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Well, ADHD is a neurodevelopmental disorder marked by symptoms such as inattention, hyperactivity, and or impulsivity. Well, symptom usually start in ADHD. Symptoms usually start in early childhood and continue throughout a person's life. Some people are not diagnosed until adulthood, which is sometimes referred to as adult ADHD. Anger and short temper can also occur in people of all ages with ADHD. Other symptoms includes restlessness, problems focusing, poor time management or planning skills. We can also say that ODD or oppositional defiant disorder also cause anger issue. ODD is a behavioral disorder that affects 1 to 16% of school age children. Common symptoms of ODD includes anger, hot temper, irritability. Children with ODD are often easily annoyed by other. They may be defiant and argumentative. The other cause of anger issue might be ID or intermittent explosive disorder. Well, in a person with intermittent explosive disorder or ID has repeated episode of aggressive, impulsive or violent behavior. They may overreact. They may overreact to a situation with angry outbursts that are out of proportion to the situation. Some common behaviors of IED includes temper, tantrum, argument, fighting, physical violence, throwing things. Well, people with IED may feel remorseful or embarrassed after an episode occur. Well, grief also can be one of the stage of anger, and grief can come from the death of a loved one, a divorce or a breakup, or from losing a job. The anger may be directed at the person who died, anyone else involved in the event, or inanimate objects. Well, other symptoms of grief include shock, numbness, guilt, sadness, loneliness, and fear. Let's discuss symptoms, exact symptoms of. Well, there is no exact symptoms. The possible symptoms of anger. I have already discussed few symptoms related to the cause, and now let's discuss few prominent symptoms that can happen in anger. While anger can cause physical and emotional symptoms, while it is normal to experience the symptoms on occasion, a person with anger issue tends to experience them more often and to a more severe degree. Physical symptoms affects different part of your body, include your heart, brain, and muscles. The physical signs and symptoms of anger include increased blood pressure, increased heart rate, tingling sensation, muscle tension. An emotional symptom, there are a number of emotions that go hand in hand with anger. That includes irritability, frustration, anxiety, rage, stress, feeling of overwhelmed, guilt. Well, these are the now we have already done with the discussion of symptoms. Let's discuss about the types of anger issue. Well, anger can manifest itself in a number of different ways. Not all anger is expressed in the same way. Anger and aggression can be outward, inward, or passive. Well, in outward, this involves expressing your anger and aggression in an obvious way. This can include behaviors such as shouting, cursing, throwing or breaking things, or being verbally or physically abusive towards other. In inward symptoms or type, the anger is directed at yourself. It involves negative self-talk, denying yourself things that make you happy or even basic needs such as food, self-harm, and isolating yourself from people those they really like. The passive anger issue involves using subtle and indirect way to express your anger. For example, giving someone a silent treatment. So, how to manage anger issue? Well, if you believe your anger is out of control or it is negatively affecting your life or relationship, consider seeking help from a mental health professional. A mental health professional can help determine if you have an underlying mental health condition that causing your anger issue and requires treatment or not. Anger management can also include relaxation technique, behavioral therapy, depression, anxiety, or ADHD medication. Well, guys, before you take any medication, I will suggest you to talk to your GP and your therapist. Do not self-medicate yourself. Well, if you're diagnosed with any of this condition, as I said, depression, anxiety, ADHD, anger management classes which can be taken in person by phone or online. Well, to be honest, anger is a very normal emotion, but if your anger seems out of control or is impacting your relationship, please do seek help. Guys, this is the end of my video for today, and I hope I have tried my best to give you a brief understanding about anger issue. If you really understand this, that's well and good. If you do not understood it and you have any question regarding this anger issue, you may reach out to me. My number is there in the YouTube description. You can directly contact me, or you can ping me, or you can put a message. And if you want to know regarding anything else or any other mental health condition, please do feel free to contact me or message me. Thank you so much for watching this video.